It is Sunday, February 27th in the NBA, and I'm back with my 3 best picks of the day. Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. So we'll recap from another profitable day, 2-1 on the day overall yesterday, and 26-8 over our last 34 picks. Best bet of the day, DeMar DeRozan over 29.5 points. Wasn't exactly how we drew it up, but hey, he gets it done. He shot terribly from the field, but DeMar would never hurt us. Now, De'Aaron Fox cashes with ease. Our lone loss of the day was Bogdan Bogdanovic finishing 3 PRAs short. He had his chances, but we'll live with it as Trae Young was going ISO mode, going off. So our over-under lean of the day, Cavs under 108.5 team total points, was a no sweat bet. They ended with 92 points, but hopefully you tailed that one even though it was just a lean. So we have a bunch of NBA games on today all day long, including the 76ers versus Knicks, which we'll have a play in a little bit. Let's get the show started. If you are new to the Calling Our Shot channel, welcome aboard. Thanks for watching the video. If you want to hit that subscribe button down below, we would appreciate it. We're closing in on 27,000 subscribers. Also drop a like too. Let's see if we can hit 1,000 likes today. And as always, I got to shout out all of our new COS All-Stars. You guys are the real MVPs. You guys are the best. If we helped you make some money tonight, consider becoming an all-star. We do appreciate it. It's only $2.99 a month, and it helps us do all this research and put out all the picks for free. So we appreciate it. Also gives us gives you some added perks, including getting the plays about an hour early before the video drops, just in case some lines move, just like we saw DeMar DeRozan's line move yesterday from 29.5, even moved all the way up to 32.5 as he ended with 31 points on the dot. If you want to join, click the join button on the channel next to our channel name, or click the link in the pinned comment section down below. I appreciate it in advance. Shout out to our newest All-Stars, Austin Holt. We love the name. I love it. David, Marlo, Raphael, Nick, Ty, Bernard, B. Bry. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Norman, Steve, Matt, Tony. Matt, I know you're always supporting the channel. We appreciate it. Tony, Chris, Peyton, Owen, I believe. I appreciate all you guys. You guys are the real MVPs. We're almost at 500 All-Stars. Let's see if we can hit that before the end of the month. We only got 2 more months. It's been a great profitable day, profitable month all of February. So we appreciate it. Helps maybe you get a little good karma becoming a COS All-Star. I'm just saying. And my last note, go follow us on social media. We just passed 2,000 followers on Instagram, 10,000 on TikTok, and even 20,000 on Twitter. All are at Calling Our Shot. So we appreciate it in advance. Let's get the show started. And normally I start with the best bet of the day, but we're going to save it until the end of the video. You'll understand why. We're starting with the guy that might be a little spooky. Scary Terry Rozier over 30.5 PRAs, minus 103 on Barstool. Now, I believe we're getting some good value on Mr. Rozier here, and here's why. Now, the Hornets are taking on the Pistons, and look, I like what I've seen out of Terry in the last couple games, including the game after the All-Star break. Now, in his last 5 games, he's at 36, which was the game after the All-Star break, 11, 31, 54, and 46 PRAs, cashing this over in 4 of those games pretty easily in 3 of them. Now, it is a little concerning that he had 11 PRAs. That was a game against the Heat, a very good defensive team, and he only shot 9 times in that game. Can't really explain it too much. If he's not going to shoot the ball a lot, probably not going to hit this one. But look, Terry Rozier, I think he's getting a little bit undervalued in rebounds and assists today, so I don't even mind his rebounds plus assist line. But look, these 2 teams did play and I think that's like plus value, like 10.5. But look, these teams played a couple weeks ago. Rozier, 25-point triple-double, 46 PRAs. He absolutely crushed this line. I expect him to do more of that again today against Corey Joseph, a guy that really, they've struggled to defend opposing point guards. And they're not going to put Corey Joseph on LaMelo Ball. I guarantee you that. Now, he did that in a blowout. The Hornets won by over 20-plus points. We didn't even see Rozier play his normal minutes. He played just 32 minutes. And look, it was a blowout. So we know he can hit this in a blowout victory. And what did the Rozier and the Hornets do right after the All-Star break? Completely blew the doors off against the Raptors, who got blown out again yesterday against the Hawks. So we saw him have 36 PRAs in 32 minutes against the Raptors. And the reason I love Rozier today is really he's a guy that's going to play a ton of minutes. This is a guy that has played a ton of minutes all season long, and he's going to play a ton of minutes again. Now, in his last 4 versus Detroit, 46, 25, 26, and 40 PRAs. Cashing this in 2 of them pretty easily with 40-plus in both those victories, but then going under in 2 of the games. Let's look at the games he went under. One game, played 29 minutes, only shot 11 times. Look, he's not going to hit an over if he's not playing a lot of minutes and not shooting a lot. And the other game, he shot 8 for 23. And look, we get 23 shot attempts from Terry Rozier tonight. Heck, sign me up. I don't really care how the bet ends up because he probably will hit more than often. And look, just for fun, he shot 20-plus times, just 20-plus times in 11 games this season. He's at the over in 9 of them, or in 10 of those games, including 9 straight. So if we get a ton of shot attempts, he's going to hit this over more often than not. Now look, the Pistons have been bad against opposing, really against a lot of positions, but especially against guards, most notably the point guard position on the year, allowing the 5th most rebounds per game to point guards, the 3rd most assists per game to point guards. If you classify Terry Rozier as a shooting guard, well, good. They've allowed the 5th most rebounds per game to shooting guards, 4th most points per game to shooting guards as well. Over the last 7 games specifically, been very bad versus the point guard position, allowing 28 points per game to point guards, 3rd most in the NBA. And heck, 8th most the shooting guards, a 24.66 per game. Rozier's shown the ability to hit this over, and just points alone, they can get it done. I think he'll play a lot of minutes against Detroit today, and I think he will do it again just like he did just a couple weeks back. So, look, we even just saw a guy like Peyton Pritchard come off the bench for the Celtics and have 27 PRAs, or I believe 27 PRAs in only 27 minutes. Rozier should play a little bit more than that. They can get it done. Ryan with scary Terry Rozier over 30.5 PRAs. Now, if you need an individual line, honestly, it's hard to really pick one. I think the points is a good play at 19.5, but that's why I kind of wanted to combine PRAs, because I think he has a good chance of filling out the stat sheet once again. Now, he's probably not going to hit the over if he doesn't get at least like 18 to 20-ish points. Now, I believe my next play of the day will be Mr. Rudy Gobert over 12.5 rebounds, minus 125 on Caesars. If this line goes up to 13.5, I don't mind it. Probably would play it at only a half unit. Now, this is Gobert's probably, I would say, one of his last games where his line's going to be 12.5, because this line's way too low. The books still believe he's injured, and I just don't think he is. Now, we're looking at this as an early tip-off, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, so get it locked in. If you're watching after the fact, hopefully Gobert's treating us nicely. Now, in the 2 games leading up to the All-Star break, sure, we saw Rudy Gobert go under, but he just came back from injury. They were really conservative on his minutes, just 22 and 28 minutes. So, yeah, he's not going to hit this over if he's only playing that many minutes. But, look, the game right after the All-Star break, he returned to his normal minutes at that 34 minutes, and what did he do? 17 rebounds against the Mavericks, and today I believe we get to see more of that. Mr. Gobert playing a lot of minutes on ABC, taking on the Phoenix Suns. Now, today he will match up against a guy that we aren't really too fond of on the program, DeAndre Ayton. And that's fine with me, because he likes to give up rebounds. He sometimes can be characterized as soft or lazy. I think he can get it done. Now, Gobert does play against the second unit a lot. JaVale McGee, sign me up. He's got no outside shot, although he does like to chuck up a 3 every now and then. DeAndre Ayton just hit a 3 for whatever reason. But look, both those two guys aren't attempting a lot of shots outside of the paint. We'll see Gobert just camping out in the paint, which is exactly where we want him. Now, in the last 8 games versus Phoenix, well, he's at the over in 5 of them, averaging 13.9 rebounds per game against them. 2 of the 3 games he went under. 1 game he played 28 minutes. The other game he played 24 minutes. So, look, if Gobert's going to play limited playing time, he's probably not going to hit this over. I mean, I don't need to tell you that. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you that. But I think he will get it done. The other game he went under in his last 8 against the Suns, he just didn't play that well. So, look, I love the matchup here. We just saw Jonas Valanciunas, a guy that loves fouling, get 17 rebounds against the Suns. Even the game before that, we saw Alperen Sengun, the rookie for the Rockets, have 14 rebounds in 28 minutes. Ivica Zubac have 13 rebounds in 31 minutes. And a plethora of other guys get 11 and 12 rebounds. So, yes, we need 13, and I think Gobert he could end on the hook with 12 rebounds today, but he's regarded as one of the best rebounders of the NBA. I think he get it done. Plus, we look at the Suns' offense without CP3, much different. It's a lot of Devin Booker playing isolation ball. A lot of guys like Cam Johnson and Jay Crowder firing up a ton of three-pointers. Rudy Gobert would just be camping out there, grabbing some rebound. 13, really not asking for a lot for a guy that averages like 14.8 rebounds per game. I think he can get it done, and that's why we'll be leaning on him. Now, we'll take a little intermission break before we get into our best bet of the day, and I'll give you my spread pick lean, which honestly we've been cashing a ton. I'd make them official plays, but the moment I make them official, I guarantee you it loses. So we'll keep them as leans, and hopefully you guys are tailing them or do whatever you want with them, because we're not counting them towards my record, win or loss. I like the Blazers +8 today. Truthfully, don't really like a lot of spreads or over-unders today, but Blazers +8 back-to-back for the Nuggets. The Blazers are at home. Been a weird, sneaky team. Blazers are playing pretty decently for whatever reason. I mean, Anthony Simons playing out of his mind. So maybe we look at an Anthony Simons prop later. Not really sure. Pretty busy on Sunday. But look, that would be my lean of the day. Now, my final play of the day, it's the best bet of the day, which has cashed over 70% since December 10th. It's a man that needs no introduction. He's leading the MVP race. Same as Joel Embiid. And we're taking his double-double and a win, -130 on FanDuel. Now, this is two quick notes. This is an early game, 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's why we're doing the pick at the end of the video, because a lot of people might be watching the video after the fact. So if you are watching it, just sit back, relax. Let's hope Joel Embiid's treating us nicely while you watch. Now, this is also a bet that's only on FanDuel, and I know a lot of people don't have FanDuel. Now, if you are, I do have a FanDuel. If you're in a legal state with FanDuel, definitely use our link down below to sign up for it with a cool couple deposit matches, risk-free bonuses and whatnot. But look, I know. And if you want to take an individual bet, I like his over in rebounds, and you'll hear why. Now, look, yeah, I get it. It's a double-double, and in order to get a double-double, you need 10+ in 2 of the following categories: points, rebounds, assists, steals, or blocks. Now, the easiest ones for Embiid would be points and rebounds in 47 games this season. Well, Joel Embiid's at 10+ points in all 47 of them. If he happens to get 10+ rebounds and not 10+ points, then I'll buy a Joel Embiid jersey for all I care, and they end up losing. Now look, we talk about rebounds, and look, we took a similar bet 2 days ago with Bam Adebayo over 9.5 rebounds. What did he do? 16 rebounds against the Knicks, and we've been talking about it. The Knicks are giving up a ton of rebounds to opposing centers. Not just a ton, they've given up the most in the NBA over the last 7 games, 21.72 per game. In fact, that's nearly 2 rebounds per game more than any other NBA team. It's been bad. We saw Bam Adebayo get 16. We saw Andre Drummond the game prior, before the All-Star break, 19 rebounds. Yusuf Nurkic, 20. Nikola Jokic did have 11, which would be on the hook of his 11.5 Embiid line. Now we saw Anthony Davis with 17. Udoka Azubuike, or whatever his name is, with 14. Even LeBron James with 13. Steven Adams, 13. His teammate, Jaren Jackson Jr., 10 himself. You get the point. Centers and even power forwards have been destroying their rebound lines against the Knicks, which is why I believe Embiid is next up. Now, look at Embiid's, and you can pivot to his over 11.5 rebounds if you don't have the double-double plus the win bet. And you can do that. I don't mind it. Now, Embiid on the year is averaging 11.1 rebounds per game. He's had 10-plus rebounds in 29 of his 47 games played, 62% of the time. Now, the bright side is for the people that bet 11.5. In those 29 games, Embiid has had 10-plus rebounds. It's only been 5 times he's ended with 10 and 11. Normally, he gets over that 12, 13, 14, 16, whatever it may be, that line. Now, we look at Embiid. He has had double-doubles in 29 games. Obviously, he's had 10-plus rebounds in 29 games. And look, they've won in 21 of those 29 games. So they have a 21-8 record when Joel Embiid has a double-double. Not too shabby. Now, even if you date back to last year when the Sixers were a very good team, he had a double-double in 31 games. They won 25 of them. So, in fact, in his last 60 double-doubles, the Sixers are 46-14 overall. If he wants to get a double-double and the Sixers want to lose, then so be it. I'll take the loss on this one. Now, the Sixers are 7.5 to 8-point favorite today. And look, I'm betting against my favorite team in the New York Knicks. I mean, you can't really blame me because the New York Knicks are not very good. And you look at the Sixers. They looked great with Harden in their first game. And 2, they're a flat-out better team. They got the 2 best players on the court at all times. Now, the Knicks have lost 7 of their last 8 games. They've been bad at home, which is where they are today. And they don't have a point guard to run their offense. And while Kemba Walker was their starting point guard, Alec Burks, it ain't it. So we saw them lose by 15 to the Heat, despite being up by 10 points again in that game. And look, we've talked about Embiid's record against the Knicks, 12-1. So he's only lost 1 career game against the Knicks. That was their 2nd or 3rd game of the season this year. And look, it's worth noting that Embiid has had a double-double in 9 of those 12 victories. I know this is a FanDuel-specific bet, but I love Embiid to have another good game, pile up the rebounds. Don't mind the 11.5 rebound line, but I'll be taking the double-double and a win. Like I said, an early reminder, it's an early tip-off at 1 p.m. Eastern time on ABC. Now, look, that will wrap it up. Those are my 3 plays of the day. Joel Embiid double-double and a win. We obviously had Rudy Gobert over 12.5 rebounds. And, of course, we have the man, Terry Rozier over 30.5 PRAs. If you wanted a 4th play, I do like Julius Randle's over in rebounds today. I'm not going to add it. I just want to stick to those three plays. That seems to be our kind of sweet spot, so we're going to stick with that. Now, if you want to become a COS All-Star, we would appreciate it if you want to support the channel even more. But even just hitting that subscribe button is enough for me. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Let's have a great Sunday. Make sure to go follow us on all those social media links down below. We appreciate it. They're all linked down in the description. So let's go have a great day. I'll see you guys again on Monday morning, and let's go have a great one. Peace out, everyone.